coming up next is the InterVR team. They took a problem that they had in their real life, like how do we practice for interviews, especially technical interviews, but any kind of interview, and they put it in almost real life, which is VR. Take it away, InterVR.
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah, and this is Michael, Christopher, and Edward. And together we built InterVR. As Full Stack Academy graduates ready to embark on the job search, we've all started rehearsing for job interviews. But the problem is that it's really hard to recreate that experience on your own. And so we decided to create InterVR, which would help you solve that problem. So our app, InterVR, solves this problem by providing 2 interactive virtual reality platforms. In the rehearsal venue, users are prompted by, an automated bot prompts the users by providing generic interview questions and paces those questions with the user's input and taking it as silence. And we also created, so the user is also able to download a recording of their interview. We also created a venue for live interviews. Here, in the immersive context of virtual reality, users can see, hear, and interact with other users. Now I'll pass it off to Mike, who will talk about the architecture of our app.
So in designing InterVR, we want our app to be aesthetically pleasing while at the same time also maintain aspects of a real-life interview. A-Frame, a powerful tool for creating VR web apps, enabled us to create this 3D world, place objects into the world, and handle interactions with those objects. We also wanted users to be able to interact with each other within this world. So for this, we use WebRTC, which allowed us to create these peer-to-peer connections. And in particular, we use Simple WebRTC, which is a framework that basically simplifies the process of implementing WebRTC. And now, with these APIs, users are able to see each other move by sending information such as their position and their rotation through the data channel created by WebRTC. And similarly, users are able to hear each other speak through the media stream. And all of this is happening within our, in conjunction with our React and React Redux ecosystem. And now I'll give it off to Chris to talk about web audio.
Thanks, Mike. Interviews are inherently conversational, and to capture this quality, InterVR makes extensive use of the Web Audio API. For example, our app analyzes changes in amplitude from the user's microphone in order to animate the faces of user avatars. We calculate the average amplitude every 1/10 of a second, and when the amplitude exceeds a certain threshold, we animate the faces. By mimicking the facial cues of real-life conversation, our peer-to-peer room shifts the emphasis onto actual user performance. Similarly, the interview bot paces its questions by monitoring for amplitude below a certain threshold. After 3 uninterrupted seconds of silence, the bot knows to ask its next question. Here's a brief demonstration.
Welcome, Edward. Tell me a little about yourself.
As you can see here, the bot is able to convert from text to speech through the use of Rust Speech Synthesis API. The bot is also able to respond to basic instructions, such as giving the users time to think and respond, repeating the question, and skipping to the next question. Some of these events are near instantaneous, and others, like broadcasting utterances, can take a little longer. In order to coordinate these events, we enclose the Speech Synthesis API within an event handler that can queue utterances and can also repeat and revise them. This enables our interview bot to imitate a real conversation without any help of artificial intelligence API. After their interviews, our interview bot is able after the interviews, our users are able to evaluate their performances by listening to an audio recording of their interview session. In order to provide a recording, we pass an audio signal from the web audio analyzer to the media stream recorder, and then which captures it as an audio signal, and following the conclusion of the interview, converts the buffer to a web audio file and then prompts the user to download it. In closing, we really enjoy building InterVR, and we continue to enjoy using it. Please check out our app on our website, and thank you for coming to our presentation.
I just love capstone projects that just by the act of building the capstone project, you get to practice for interviews and also making yourself look really good by having a well-made app. It's a very great meta prep.
I think I think we should incorporate that into the Full Stack Academy interview, where as applicant just press a button, you are now ready for the next question in the interview process. All right.